Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I am still sick, so that's why my voice sounds really, really weird. But today I'm going to be going over my 2021-22 NHL award predictions. So we're going to go over all the individual awards, the President's Trophy, and who I think is going to win the Stanley Cup. As always, I want to remind you that Jesus is King, and I pray that you give your life to Him. He's got a plan and a purpose for you. And if you truly believe that Jesus died on the cross for your sins and He rose from the dead 3 days later, then you'll get to spend eternity in heaven with God and Jesus if you truly believe Jesus took your punishment on the cross. I also want to say that this might be a little biased. I'm an Avalanche fan, so tough luck if you. I'm sorry. These are my opinions, and obviously everyone has a little bit of bias towards their favorite team. So let's jump into this right here. So starting off, we're going to go with the President's Trophy, and I'm going to go with my favorite team, the Colorado Avalanche. I think we lost a couple of key. By the way, this is filmed after the Lightning's loss 6-2 and the Kraken lost 3-4, and I want to say that, but this presentation was made before that. And the reason why I chose the Avalanche, the Lightning could win it, but I just love our forward group. I love our D-core, and I think we even got an upgrade at goalie in Darcy Kuemper. If he stays healthy with our defense, I think he could be a sleeper Vezina candidate. But yeah, I do have my Avalanche winning the President's Trophy in back-to-back years. Next is the Art Ross, which is going to the points leader, and I feel like this one should be pretty obvious. It's going to be Connor McDavid. He's just a special talent. He's got the speed to get around the defenders. He's got a good shot. He can score goals. He's able to set up his teammates, get assists, and I do think by the end of the year, McDavid is going to have the most points in the NHL, winning the Art Ross. And then the Rocket Richard, which is most goals, I'm going to give it to Austin Matthews. He's just a special goal scorer. He just knows how to score goals. He's got one of those shots that it's hard to stop. And Austin Matthews, just a great player, great goal scorer, maybe the best goal scorer in the league, maybe finally taking over Ovechkin on that category. But right now, I do have Austin Matthews as the Rocket Richard leader. And then winning the Vezina, like I said, I could see the Darcy Kuemper of my Avs winning it, but I'm giving it to Andrei Vasilevskiy. He's still the best goaltender in all of hockey. I think that he's a big part of that Lightning team. Yeah, they got a great forward group, great defensive core, but I feel like if any other goaltender was there instead of Andrei Vasilevskiy, they wouldn't be as successful as they have been, winning the back-to-back Stanley Cups, obviously. So I do think Andrei Vasilevskiy is going to win the Vezina Trophy this year. As for the Norris, it's going to be my boy, Cale Makar. I think he should have won it last year. I definitely think he's going to win it this year. He's just such a great player. He's able to be a huge offensive threat. But not only that, he's really solid on defense as well. I think he's the best defenseman in the NHL. And obviously, as an Avs fan, I'm going to have that biased opinion. But Cale Makar, man, he is a special talent. And I'm glad we got him locked up on my squad for another 6 more years. So I couldn't be more excited. Now, going to the Calder, I think this might be a little bit of a hot take for a lot of people because we got a bunch of guys. We got Cole Caulfield, Trevor Zegras, Spencer Knight, Alex Nedeljkovic is technically a rookie, Moritz Seider and Lucas Raymond to go along with that. And then on my Avalanche, there's even Alex Newhook and Bowen Byram. But I'm going to go with someone many people might not expect. He made their active roster after being drafted in this past draft. And I'm going with William Eklund. He's showed something in this preseason that I've really liked. And I think he might be a sleeper for the Calder. And that's why he's my pick, There was a recent story that came out that, so obviously the Buffalo Sabres drafted Owen Power first overall. He's going to Michigan. But there was a trade that came out before the Sabres dealt, I believe, Sam Reinhart. Before they dealt him away to the eventual Florida Panthers, I believe, they were going to offer Sam Reinhart and their 14th overall pick in exchange for the 6th pick. And this was a really close deal to being done. Obviously, the Sabres would have selected William Eklund out of Sweden, but that ended up not happening. San Jose selected Eklund, but if San Jose did accept that and trade back, they would have selected. It's not Sebastian Cossa. Who's the other goaltender that was in that draft? Shoot, what's his name? Not. Give me a minute. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm sorry. I know who it is. Let me just see here real quick. It was not Sebastian Cossa, like I said. Jesper Wallstedt, who ended up going 20th overall to the Wild. They would have selected him. But I do really like William Eklund, and after what he has shown in the preseason, I think he could very easily win the Calder Trophy. Next is the Jack Adams Trophy, which is awarded to the best coach, and I'm going with the coach of my Avs, Jared Bednar, and once again, this may be biased, but if we win back-to-back President's Trophy, and depending how far we make it into the playoffs, we're obviously, Joe Sakic is talking about extending Bednar, but if we make it far into the playoffs, shoot, even win the Stanley Cup, I think you can't not award it to him after winning, obviously, the back-to-back President's Trophies, you know, having a Norris caliber defenseman in Cale Makar, Darcy Kemper. I think this team is really good, and if Jared Bednar can just guide them properly, I think he could win the Jack Adams. Then the Lady Byng, which is the best sportsmanship. I'm going with my guy, Nathan MacKinnon. I believe he won it 2 years ago, and just, you know, he's a very solid dude on and off the ice, and I think he's more than deserving of potentially winning this. Then the Selke for the best defensive forward. I'm going with Alexander Barkov, just the captain of the Panthers. He's a very solid forward offensively, and he's very helpful defensively, getting back there, just disrupting the plays, and make sure to break up passes, and just help his team, help his goaltenders, help his defensemen out in the defensive zone. So I think Alexander Barkov is a very solid pick here, and, you know, I think he might be the favorite to win it, but I think he's well-deserved to win this award. I've seen also some people throw out Joel Eriksson Ek to win this, which I could see, but I'm going with Alexander Barkov. And to win the Hart, call me biased, I'm going to my dog Nathan MacKinnon winning his first Hart. I think he has that drive, you know, of wanting to win so bad that he's just going to will the Avalanche to a Stanley Cup, to to the Stanley Cup, to a President's Trophy, and just lead us there. And I think if he does that, he could he'll win the Hart. He could also win the Art Ross and the Rocket Richard, possibly. We'll have to see. But yeah, I just have him winning the Hart. And obviously, you'll notice that one trophy is missing on the trophy trackers, what I called it. And that is it was just on the tip of my tongue. The Conn Smythe. It was the Conn Smythe trophy, and I think it would be Nathan MacKinnon if he wills us to the Stanley Cup, just by having how deep we go. Obviously, I'm not going to predict that yet because we don't know all the teams who are going to be in the playoffs and all that. So we might do another one as the postseason begins, but for now we're not going to do it. And for the Stanley Cup Champs, I'm going with my Avs. Call me biased. Call it whatever you want. But that's my predictions. Let me know yours in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.